All right, Bourbon Quest, it's your host, Bourbon Steve. We're here in downtown Louisville. You can see behind me, there's Old Forester getting ready to open up. Of course, the birthday bourbon is doing by lottery, so there won't be any available. But I'd already had this trip planned. Going to try and hit some other places here in downtown Louisville. But let you take a look at everything here. Right across from the Whiskey Kitchen, downtown Louisville. Home with Old Forester, the birthday bourbon. I wish I'd gotten here just a little bit earlier. As I was driving up, they were actually loading some barrels onto a truck. But we are going to go in, just take a look around, probably hit Evan Williams and Peerless here on Whiskey Row, and then we'll see where things take us from there. All right, but we will be back filming for National Bourbon Heritage Month a little bit later, so stay tuned for that, and we'll just go get in line here. They open up in about 2 minutes. We'll see you next time, Bourbon Quest. Stay tuned. Take a look inside here at the old Forester shop. Big column still here. Take a look over here at the wall. Good shop area.
We have no allocated releases.
Okay, that works. I didn't know if there were reservations. We're at a different coming pretty soon.
Today. But
We did a sweepstakes one. Okay, no worries. All right, thanks.
All right, we'll check that. All right, now we're here at the Evan Williams Bourbon Experience. Go ahead and take a look here. Always cool. Now we're about to get ready to go into Mitchter's Distillery right here in downtown Louisville. Right across from the Louisville Slugger location. Maybe next time we have some more time, we'll take a little thing into the Louisville Slugger thing. I'm kind of running on a tight schedule today, but we are going to go into Mitchter's and maybe on over to Peerless. We've passed on a few things, but we're still on the hunt. See you in a little bit, Bourbon Quest. All right, Bourbon Quest, we're here in Richmond, Kentucky. Saw this on the way up, thought we'd stop here at Buc-ee's here in Richmond. So we're gonna go in, give you all a shout. Look at this. I know it's not bourbon related, but it was on my bourbon trip, so there you have it. Getting one in Sevierville. I'll definitely be doing some filming from that one when we get it. It's going to be the largest one ever, 74,000 square feet in Sevierville off exit 407, just right outside of Knoxville where I'm at. It's going to have 120 pumps, but this is the one here in Richmond.
But I'm gonna go grab this.
Alright, we'll check back in a minute. Alright, Bourbon Quest, this is now inside Buc-ee's. It's a show. We're now inside Buc-ee's. I'll give you a closer look around.
Wait till they start the first. Get a sample. Hot water taffy.
Let's go, Bourbon Quest. All right. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. Whew. Just rolled back into town. So, yeah. So if you, I'll put it up. Yeah. You watched the first of the video. You saw, whenever you watched yesterday's video, we were in Southern Indiana, Caesar, Southern Indiana. We shot what did we shoot? We shot Weller. So the Weller Foolproof we shot while we were up in Southern Indiana at the casino. I'd had the trip planned before Old Forester announced that they were doing the birthday bourbon by lottery, but since I'd already taken time off and planned it and had hotel reservations, you know, what the hell. But as usual, things kind of got derailed. Didn't have a chance to really do a whole lot of bourbon questing and hit up any distilleries to speak of, other than a few on Whiskey Row in Louisville, which you saw in the first part of the video. Was planning on hitting a lot more and some more stores, but there's a new venue coming in town, had a job interview, blah, blah, blah. And I had to go pick up a damn Corvette car door for George, who's supposed to be on his way over here. That's why I'm shooting right now, to get this out of the way before he gets over here and we get too messed up. But, so, yeah, the day started out, did a little gambling at the casino in the morning prior to checking out. From there, went to Old Forester, got there, you know, about 5 minutes before opening. There were probably like 5 to 10 people in line there. Maybe they had a tour already set up or whatever. You saw there where we did go in there. From there, we went to the Evan Williams experience. A couple bottles I thought about purchasing, but I'm going to be up there next week. I think I'll be able to get them then. If I do so, we'll bring those to you. But was just trying to save some funds for things that are really on the hunt versus that. I felt like I could probably get them again next week. Then from Evan Williams went to Michter's. Nothing really special there. And then went to Peerless, as you saw in the video. And they did have a single barrel sidecar soda, which is what they had the last time I was there. So I might pick that up when I'm up there next week. Again, just trying to save funds for things I'm really on the hunt for, because we are going to be back up there this coming week. And anyways, so from there, you know, George had me on a wild goose chase for a Corvette door and thought I was going to go 30 minutes out of the way. Ended up, luckily I called him before I went to the address he first texted me. And so it ended up only being like 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of my way, so not a big deal. Got the car door. Of course, George said he had checked the measurements and everything, and it would fit. It barely fit in the back of my fucking Cadillac, but we did get it in there. But, you know, the rocker panel wasn't there. The glass was shattered inside of the door. It was a freaking fiasco. So, from there, I decided, well, I saw it on the way up, and we're getting one here right outside of Knoxville in Sevierville. I don't know, maybe in the spring, I would imagine, is when we'll get it, since it's right now the fall. Looks like it's probably about 6 to 9 months out based on the last photos I saw. But I went to my first ever Buc-ee's, which is freaking nightmare. So I saw it, went in there. They got like 100 gas pumps. I don't know how big the store is. You saw the video where we went to Buc-ee's. My first ever Buc-ee's. This was in Richmond, Kentucky. Got a Red Bull and a hot dog to get me back to Knoxville. But man, you thought Rednecks went to Walmart? No, they go to Buc-ee's. That place was nuts. I can't imagine what the one's going to be like in Sevierville that we're supposed to be getting here in the next 6 to 9 months, because from what I understand, it's supposed to be the largest one yet. The one in Richmond is pretty goddamn big, but I mean, I'm guessing they had 100 pumps. I didn't have time to like count them or check it out, but I know the one in Sevierville that we're getting is supposed to be 74,000 square feet, 120 gas pumps, electric chargers, like a 200 or 250 foot long car wash. I mean, can you not get it washed 100 feet? I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, the Buc-ee's thing was crazy. And then I was like, needed to get back for a job interview and for an upcoming venue, needing a bartender. So, and then George texted me, wanted me to go to freaking Somerset, Kentucky, which I had another reason I needed to go to Somerset, but then he texted me like it was the wrong part. I'm like, Jesus, you're killing me, dude. Anyways, we're gonna get to the whiskey, I promise. But I'm just trying to give you a recap of the day. I went to go to Somerset for another venture that I needed to go on. Got about 5 minutes down the road and saw traffic was bad. And I was thinking maybe what I was wanting to accomplish there in Somerset was not going to be applicable because it was 30 minutes off the interstate, at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from my home. I need something closer. I'll reveal what that is when I get it accomplished, but I'm working on some things. I thought I was going to get it done in Somerset, Kentucky, but I'm like to see if I can explore some other options. I need to find something maybe like in Williamsburg, just right over the Kentucky line. Anyways, we'll get to that later. So, anyways, it is, what day is it? Day 5 on National Bourbon Heritage Month. Hell yeah. So what are we doing tonight? Old Ezra, 7-year-old. Barrel strength, 117 proof. So, you know, the thing about this is I got like 3 of these, and as I've watched any other videos I've done on Old Ezra, it really has me confused and complex because everything I've gotten from Old Ezra, which is Lux Road Distilleries, it says on here, distilled and aged in Kentucky for Lux Road Distillers, Bardstown, Kentucky. Not by, but for. So, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what they're actually producing at Lux Road. If they're just waiting to get the age, and I don't know what's going on there. But, it's allocated, you know, like I said. So, you know, I got 3 of these, picked them up, mainly just because it was allocated. We're going to test out the juice again. I don't think last time I checked, I wasn't overly impressed with this. And then, interesting enough, I'd already planned on doing this, but then yesterday, I saw it on the shelf at one of the liquor stores I frequent, and it was like it was $90. I was like, man, I don't remember it being that expensive. I was thinking it was between 50 and 70. And even then, based on what I remembered, I don't even know if it was worth that. Sure, it wasn't worth 90, especially if I already had 3. So obviously I did not buy another one. And then, yeah, I was going off memory. So prior to starting this shoot, I went back and looked in my inventory book, and sure enough, when I bought this a year ago, and like I said, I've got 3 of them. At least the first one, I didn't check the other ones. I paid $70. So it's gone up $20 in a year. Crazy what's going on. Everything's going up though. Gas, food, gee, hookers. I mean, everything's going up. I'm just kidding about the hookers. Well, I'm sure they've gone up too, but. All right, let's get to the whiskey. So, yeah, National Bourbon Heritage Month, day number 5, Old Ezra 7. Let's see if it's better than what I remember. Get this video done before George gets over here because we're liable to get into some shenanigans since I had the day off and it's early. So the nose is quite nice on this. I mean, I get that oak, I get that caramel, vanilla, touch of spice. The nose is actually really good on this. I mean, just the right amount of spice, proof, vanilla, caramel. It really invites you in. Alright, let's see what the palate says. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, kind of really fruit forward on the front. Does have a nice hug. Decent mouthfeel. Yeah, I get cherry, orange, vanilla, caramel. Get a lot of fruit, cherry, and orange on the front. Probably a little bit more fruit forward than what I particularly like. The nose is good. Let's go back to the palate. I mean, yeah, if you like a little bit of a fruit forwardness on there, that's definitely there. I think it's a decent to good bourbon. Do I think it's worth $90? Hell no. I think it's probably worth about half that. You know, it's at its current price point at $90. I'd say it's a pass, or at least, I mean, for me, it's a pass. I would recommend, if you like fruit forwardness or whatever, I'd still say at that price point, it's probably a try before you buy. I don't think it's anything spectacular or great. Honestly, for me, not my jam. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. I think it's decent to good. And based upon that, I think it should be, even with it being allocated, I mean, hell, Buffalo Trace is allocated. It's $25. So I feel like this, aged 7 years, yeah, 117, was it 117 or 114? I think it was 117. 117 proof. Yeah, I think it should be between 40 and $50 before I would even consider buying another one. Like I said, I do have at least 2 others. I don't think this is one, once all 3 of these are gone, that I would buy again at its current price point. And then at the same time, with it being allocated and somewhat, you know, hard to get, it's obviously not that hard if I've got 3 and not something that I particularly chase. You know, for me, it'd have to be between 40 and $50 before I more than likely would buy another one. And obviously, with what's going on in this let's go Brandon world, and inflation and price increases, and bourbon allocation, I don't believe that's going to happen. We're not going to see this below $50. Be lucky if it ever gets back down to the $70 that I originally paid for one. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Bourbon Quest. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not trying to, you know, shit on this at all, but at the same time, nothing crazy about it. I mean, I'll take another pour. It's not, like I said, it's not bad. It's not, but it's decent to good at best. So, whole world's gone crazy. I mean, you know, there's just so many other things that you could buy that I think are better than this and cheaper than this. You know, Old Forester 1910, Old Forester 1920, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond, Chattanooga 91, hell, Jim Beam White Label. I probably better than that at what, $15? I mean, well, hell, even my last year whiskey of the year was Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, and I paid $70 for that, which is what I originally paid for this one. Now they want $90. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, it's good, or decent to good. I mean, it ain't worth no $90. Hell no. What are we gonna do? All right, so Day 5, National Bourbon Heritage Month. Hey, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That does the channel a favor. And then do yourself a favor, ring the bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing, because we're doing a video every day for the month of September. Plus, more than likely, at least a handful of bonus coverages, especially after our next trip to Kentucky, because this one, I didn't purchase anything while I was there. I did a little bit of gambling, did a little bit of drinking, ran errands for George, And you know, and had to get back for a job interview. Had a sniffle with transferring some money. Because I thought I had like $300 to play with, but I knew some of these distilleries that I was planning on hitting, which probably wasn't going to happen anyways, won't take cash. So I was transferring it to my card because, long story short, and I didn't realize it till after I did it, that it said, please allow 3 to 5 business days. Well, fucking hey, dude, it's Friday when I'm doing this, coming up on Labor Day weekend, so I probably won't see that money on my card till the end of next week, or the end of this week when you see the video. Fucking bullshit, but whatever. In some ways, it's probably a blessing in disguise, preventing me from spending money that I probably didn't or shouldn't do, because to make sure that I do have funds because I feel confident and blessed that I'm going to get some stuff. We'll see. It may or may not happen, but you got to be optimistic, right? But I will say, when I went to Old Forester, and when I got there basically when they opened at 10 a.m. I got back here to the Bourbon ship around 4:30 or 5 p.m. All the way, every 30 minutes, I was checking my email to see if I got anything from Old Forester, and I got nothing, which really pisses me off, because I didn't check it till about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Supposedly the emails went out about between 9 or 10 a.m. this morning, and from what I saw on Facebook and stuff, people were either sharing that they were fortunate enough that they got one, or showing their email where they unfortunately did not get one. Why? I got nothing in my fucking email, but I know that I registered and entered my shit, which that pisses me off that I didn't get at least an email saying I didn't win, because it makes me think that my entry got lost, which if you don't enter, you can't win. I'm not mad that I didn't win, but I'm mad that I didn't get an email saying I didn't win, because now I don't think that they received my entry, and that really pisses me off. Damn it. And the thing is, I will admit, or maybe I won't make this mistake next year, just to be sure, is that I entered I think the very first day that the entries were open, it was open for a week, from the 24th to the 31st. And so I was at work, went on to the link from where they told me that, they were doing it by lottery, sent my shit in, and then said I was entered. But granted, I wasn't using a Wi-Fi connection, because I wasn't at home, so I was using my 5G connection. But the shit should have still went through, or I should have got maybe I should have made sure I got a confirmation. I don't know, but that, irregardless, as far as I know, I did not win a birthday bourbon. I didn't even get an email saying I didn't win, which that's what pisses me off the most, because apparently my entry didn't even get in the fucking pool. So, with that rant out of the way, all I want to say is, go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this old Ezra. I'm not impressed. Definitely at the price it is. Maybe between 40 and 50 bucks I'd buy another one. I'm not even sure about that, to be honest. But definitely not. I paid 70 for this one, and then when I saw it on the shelf yesterday, it was 90 bucks. Hell no. There's too many things I can get for 90 bucks over this shit. So, but what I do want to say is, unless I find out something different later, I did not get a birthday bourbon. So any of you Bourbon Quest fans out there that did get one and would like to share it with me and do a filming I'll meet you up there. We'll pick it up. We'll pop it open if you're open to that and film it. And I mean, I'm not all I want to do is share a pour with you of it, have that experience, put it on Bourbon Quest. Since I didn't get one, apparently, don't even think I got entered. I mean, you can't win the damn lottery if you don't get entered. But I thought I did. But I didn't even get a consolation email. What the hell's up with that, bro? All right, we need to wrap this up because I've been rambling and ranting, and it is what it is. George is on his way over here, so last sip. I mean, it's not bad. I'll take one more little bigger sip than what's in there. And we'll just say, cheers, Bourbon Quest. And remember, as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Even though mine didn't today with a birthday bourbon. I really do need to get one. So I am serious about if you were fortunate enough to win one, leave me a comment. We'll exchange phone numbers, whatever. I'll meet you. We'll film. We'll share a pour. But I also really want to get, whether it's, I don't care if it's this year's, last year's, the year before. I really do want to get a bottle, even a half bottle. I would take, because I don't know. I turned 50 in February. I would like to be able to have a birthday bourbon for my 50th birthday. How about that? All right, that's enough. All right, last time. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Love you. We'll be back up in Kentucky next week again, so with hopefully some better outcomes and better situations. But I love you, Bourbon Quest. Leave a comment, smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithms. Let me know what's in your glass. This is not worth 90 bucks. Yeah, 40 bucks at tops. Even then I could find something better for 40 bucks. Ugh. Hey, also remember, stay hydrated, my friends. And happy Labor Day. And wait, way to go Vols on beating up on Ball State the other night. That was fantastic. Let's see what they do against Pitt. I think that we can take them, but I think it's actually gonna be a good game. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think that game could go really either way. I'd be interested to see what the point spread is on the Tennessee Vols against the is it Panthers? Pittsburgh Panthers? Sounds right. I don't know. But it is the Johnny Majors Classic because he did great guy, Johnny Majors. God rest his soul. Coached at both Pitt and the University of Tennessee. Obviously was a star running back at UT. He probably should have won the Heisman, but you know, back then they always gave it to Notre Dame. Yeah, Johnny Majors should have won the Heisman. I don't even know what year that was. 1950 something? I don't know if it was 51. I had to go back and look. But anyways, I got the opportunity to meet Johnny Majors a couple of times. Great storyteller, great guy, full of personality. Was a great coach. Really helped revive the Tennessee Vol program, and hopefully Heupel's going to revive it again. But you know, there was a period there where the Tennessee Vols were down. Johnny Majors came in, never would have experienced this success in today's, because he had some bad seasons before he got it turned around. And then unfortunately for him, had a heart attack. Then that's when Phil Fulmer came in, which, you know, that was some bad blood between those two. But then Philip Fulmer took it all the way to a national championship. And then, you know, when they decided to get rid of Phil Fulmer, that's when the program went. What was that? Yeah. I mean, that was between, what's the guy's name at Ole Miss? Dang, I can see his face. Came from USC, came here. He's now at Ole Miss. I'll remember it after this filming's over. But then after that, you had the real debacle, which was Derek Dooley, Butch Jones, and then that crook from Alabama. But I think Heupel's got it back on the right direction. But damn, when you're in the SEC, now we're going to add in the next 2 years probably, Oklahoma and Texas are going to come into the league, making it 16 teams. And you already got Alabama, Georgia, LSU. It's just it's a juggernaut. I mean, and then you know what's going to be interesting to see is, because I can't imagine him being here for more than 5 years from now. More likely, maybe 2 more. Is what's going to it'd be interesting to see. Number one, what's going to happen to Alabama when Nick Saban leaves, and secondly, who's going to take over for Nick Saban? Because honestly, I mean, he's a legend, and Alabama's first legend, Paul Bear Bryant, between Paul Bear Bryant, other than what Gene Stallings' 2 to 4 year run, you got that large gap between the Bear and Nick Saban. You had some slight success with Gene Stallings, and then, but I mean, hell, you've had Nick Saban what now for coming up on 20 years or something, at least 15, and I mean, was he 70 years old? So, I mean, I could see him staying around a couple more years. I think 5 at max. I know he just extended his contract through 2029, but he's not going to coach that long. I don't think. I sure as hell hope not. Whew. But it'll be interesting to see. And one thing is, obviously, he's already a legend. I think greater than Paul Bear Bryant, just based upon the environment and scholar restrictions or whatever. But with him getting now 70 plus years old, and the way the game's changed, I think he's going to be done and tired of it. And man, why should you? It ain't like you need the money, bro. And you're already a legend. You're probably the GOAT. I mean, if you talk about GOATs, what do you got? In my opinion, your GOATs are Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Nick Saban. Now, there's a debate between who is the greatest GOAT in golf. Is it Jack Nicklaus or is it Tiger Woods? I still think it has to be Jack. Unfortunately, I mean, I thought that it would be Tiger, but over the last 5 years with all he's been through, I don't think that came to fruition. I mean, he's right there though. I mean, right there. You got Serena Williams, the GOAT in women's tennis for sure. I mean, that's one of the great things about, I mean, what I name off 5 GOATs that I've got to experience in sports between Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Serena Williams, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson. I mean, the first dog I bought out of college, I named him Tyson. Well, because he was a bulldog, and that's also where I met my first wife. That didn't turn out good though. All right, we got to wrap this up because I'm gone way off the rails. George is on his way over. Cheers, bourbon class. Love you.